Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to another crystal opening commentary of somebody that has been waiting very patiently to have their commentary, commentated. And it is Mr. Ghost, aka Jack Daniel, who has submitted a series of videos after just hoarding an insane amount of crystal shards. This is one of those openings that you know Kabam Mike couldn't sleep because he just knew that there was hoarding going on out there, that the unhealthiness of the behavior was just historic levels of hoarding. And so Ghost, looks like you cost Kabam Mike some sleep. Sorry, not sorry. All right, we're starting out with 3 5-star basics. When you open 3 5-star basics, you really don't know what to expect, but you definitely can't expect a guide to your champ out of 3. It's just too small of a sample size. And Mordo is a great reminder of that, as the guide to your champ just Astro evaded you. Now, Mordo is somebody that I've actually been in talks with recently, a couple of summoners who say they use Mordo pretty often and think he is one of the most underrated champs in the game. I still respectfully disagree, but that's because I am MI, aka Mordo Ignorant. And I still just feel like when I use him, at least the way that I use him, the fights take a lot longer than most champs. And the damage is, shall we say, inconsequential to the overall goal of, making him somebody that actually you take down enemies with. But maybe I just haven't used the right matchups, That is always a possibility. Okay, now we've got 4 5-star featured crystals piling on those 5-star shards. And Emma is another great quote-unquote miss. My Battle Realm bestie Katie Candy, her bae, awakened Emma for the first time too. I have seen such few actual 5-star featured champs in this featured crystal. I've seen a lot of misses, but the feature drop rates is like under 10% from what's been submitted to me, which is crazy. Maybe this will change that, but so far we are 0 for 2. And Gwynpool says, hello. Another great quote-unquote miss, and that is also a nice reminder that you wasted essentially an Awakening Gem, though who knows, maybe he used that Awakening Gem years ago, and he's just now finally duping his Gwynpool for the first time. That's always the case. You just hope it wasn't like in the past week, because that's how the Kabam algorithm likes to do, right? Just when you've used an Awakening Gem, then suddenly, magically out of nowhere, you pull the champ and dupe them for the first time. All right, Heimdall. If you watch my channel, you know why I love Heimdall. You know why he's important to me. No need to repeat the thing that often triggers my subscribers. Okay, so real good featured crystals, but no new featured champs. That is indeed the common issue with this crystal. And now we have ourselves Medusa rolling over to Ultron. Again, I like Ultron. People don't remember or maybe realize that he was actually nerfed a little bit too in patch 12.0. But 0 for 4 in terms of new featured champions, that is not surprising. That is what the data often suggests is going to happen. And so now he is jumping into a 6-star crystal, ramping up those 0-2 important stakes about the future of his account. I have opened now 70 plus 6 stars, and my heart still beats awfully fast because, quite frankly, there's just so much at stake with these. And Iron Package and Carnage, that is a good little snapshot of what that star basic crystal can give you. Carnage is fine, though I know no one, literally not a single soul, who's taken a 6-star Carnage to rank 2. And Iron Package is at the top of the list of champions that desperately need to be buffed. So, that is, quite important to talk about. All right, now what is going on? We got 2 more 5-star basics that he added crystal shards onto. And we see a Domino. That is the best 5-star you have opened so far, sir. And that is a first-time lucky pull screenshot nominee for you to add to your collection. Guess you missed that screenshot moment, but that's okay. he likes to just dabble, right? Maybe a basic here, a featured here, a 6-star here. It's an interesting strategy. I haven't really seen anyone do that before. But at the same time, all power to him for doing the strategy that works for him. All right, 2 more 5-star featured. It's going to pop these. Sure is. Come on, new champion. Finally, 0 new champions. Was that out of 6? I'm telling you, the drop rates were about 10%. Now they might be at like 8% versus all of the featured 5-stars that have been submitted to commentate on this channel since the new featured 5-star crystal came out. I also kindly remind you all that I haven't suddenly become sick or, as some suggested, suddenly hit puberty, though at 32 that'd be quite the news story. I am traveling with my travel microphone, and it is something that just tends to make my voice sound a little deeper, but hopefully it's not that staticky. There is our first new champion in 8 crystals. That is Red Guardian and Awakened Star-Lord. That was a heck of a batch of 2 5-stars. So this really is showing the spectrum of luck, or at times lack thereof. And if he stays consistent after opening some basics and a featured, he'll open a couple of 6-stars. It is such a fascinating... It's like the appetizer sampler of crystal openings. And I'm here for it. But I'm hoping he gets at least one, no doubt, rank 2 6-star in this batch of what I guess is ultimately going to be at least 6 6-stars. And he gets Thing and Magneto. Look at that crazy batch of 2 6-stars. Now, just recently, Magneto would have been a huge L, but now, according to our very own Dork Lessons in the community, he thinks that there are users who should really consider choosing Magneto in the Abyss class-based mutant Nexus Crystal over a champ like Omega Red. And we know that Thing is a no doubt rank 2 straight banger. 2 for 2 in those pulls. That was an amazing batch of 2 6-stars. And now we get somebody that continues to haunt me at the thought of crawling out of my sink, and that might ruin my mojo, quite literally. But new champion, and that is out of a 5-star basic. Isn't it funny when you get more new champions out of the 5-star basic than you do the 5-star featured? I see that happen so often to summoners, and it is just fascinating to me how that RNG can work. Okay, we've got maybe a final 4 5-star featured. He opened a ton of 5-star featured in this opening. Show us those results. Survey says, I am waiting. And what the RNG? You got 3 Heimdalls today? 2 Medusa. What are the odds of that? Well, you got Heimdall, then you awakened him, then you took him to Sig 20 or Sig 40, and now you got Medusa to Sig 60. 4 crystals, 2 featured champions. I don't know if I have ever seen that. That is crazy in terms of its math. Well, we are finally down to 0 5-star shards. We still have 2 6-stars to open, and this is really just the spectrum of luck. The last 2 6-stars is going to be tough to top those with Thing and Magneto. I'm kind of digging the pop 2 at a time, though. I haven't seen this really before. Of course, most people don't have a total of 6 6-stars to separate into multiple videos. And let's see if Ghost gets Ghost. Survey says, oh, Squirrel Girl, that's awesome. And now the last video of the 4 that were submitted separately. He is starting off with 2 5-star Nexus, and that is quite exciting indeed. Man, so many crystals in these videos. Always great data. Let's see if he can get a ghost in one of these. Black Panther Civil War, Omega Red, Max Sig. I'd awaken Mr. Fantastic. Why not? There you go. There you go. I think that's the right choice. I would guess if I polled the community, most people would have said that too. And now we have a final 5-star crystal. Sentinel, an Awakening of Iron Fist, or another 26 on Magneto. Now that's a fascinating choice. I don't think you're going to use Iron Fist, so I would choose Magneto. Why not? See what that buff's all about. And 2 for 2. Who would have thought? Usually it's like 1 for 2. Or maybe 0 for 2. There we go. So Awakened, another 26. That's solid. Wow, the roller coaster of the highs and lows of the RNG of this game on display right here. And now he has the Incursion 5-star crystal. You can see this was a few days ago when he sent this along. I always appreciate patience because he did see that 6-star Nexus in the store and he had not purchased it. Probably good to not load up your credit card with unit purchases to purchase what could be a 6-star Iron Patriot dupe. All right, here we go. 5-star Chaos Crystal. This thing is, it's loaded. You know, we talk all the time about good value of crystals, and this crystal is one of the top values we have seen in a long time when you consider the drop rates. All right, here you go. Come on, Warlock. Get him, Warlock. 10% drop rate, the highest you will see for Warlock, hence the crystal importance. And he hasn't been in the reel. There he is, and he gets Mr. Sinister. Well, that's unfortunate. Jack, he got ghosted by Ghost and ghosted by Warlock. But hey, that batch of Thing and Magneto was amazing. And I'd be happy with this overall. I mean, you got a lot of like average drop rates from this opening, you know. But it wasn't a terrible opening. It wasn't something that will ever be classified as like historically great. But it was better than average. Thing, Squirrel Girl, and Magneto are the top choices, I'd say, for your luck this round. You got Domino for the first time as a 5-star. That's huge. And Red Guardian should be fun. What's up, 4-star Falcon? How random is that? Well, there you have it, YouTube. I'm guessing the video is about to conclude as he is showing us his roster. Now, which I always appreciate summoners doing a commentary just to get kind of like a better perspective, a better spectrum of how the roster stands as a whole. And, shoot, I'd be taking up that Nick Fury next to rank 5, bud. Well, there you have it, YouTube. We're going to pause this crystal here. I know there's 26 seconds left, but I think we're done with the opening, so there's no need to prolong it. Thanks again to Jack for the submission. Sorry it took a little bit to get to your video, but I appreciate your patience, Jack. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting my crystal opening commentary series on my Marvel Casino of Champions YouTube channel. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, however time you chose to click on this video. I really appreciate that you did.